Welcome to week 27 on this epic journey of mine to Ironman Cairns 2024. This week, Fergus increases all of my numbers, starts pushing me to a higher level, and we really start to dive into all of the food and my ongoing issues with controlling food and all the associated things. So, hope you enjoy this episode. Make sure you like and subscribe and hang around till the end so we return to the graph and all of my numbers after a little pause whilst we get the new program up and running. Welcome to my journey. We're going to take this and train it to compete in this. Yes, you heard right. This fat, unfit, middle-aged man is going to compete in the Cairns Ironman Triathlon 2024. That's a 3.8k swim, 180k bike ride, and a 42k run. Well, hopefully run. Starting 60 weeks out, you can follow me and see if I've got what it takes to make it all the way. Every week we'll have a new episode and you can see the highs and lows, all the tears, all the blood, all the sweat, and there'll be lots of sweat. I hope you join me and enjoy this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you do. We'll see you soon. Oh, and make sure if you see me out on the trail, say hi, give me some encouragement, or something like that. Sunday morning, I just did my 45 minutes at 135 beats per minute. So on the treadmill though this time, which was much more easy to maintain, but I did run the entire 45 minutes, which was good, and I got about 7Ks. It might have been more, not 100% sure. So pretty happy with that workout. It's definitely easier to do the heart rate stuff on a treadmill, but I will keep mixing it up anyway. After the Sunday run, then we hit the gym again Monday and Tuesday. I'm really starting to enjoy being back at the gym. I know I said that last week, but it is actually really nice. I feel stronger already just being back at the gym and doing weights. The body feels really good and I'm enjoying all of it really. Also being able to run on the treadmills at the gym is being really helpful as well, but certainly my body is feeling much stronger now than it was previously, or any little niggles that I had in joints and things like that are all just going away now as you increase the strength and work on those side of things. So yeah, so really happy being back at the gym and having access to those facilities. Obviously treadmills and things like that makes life a lot easier. That was another heart rate workout on the bike. Oh, really struggled through that one. Our legs couldn't actually go hard enough to get my heart rate up to where it needed to be in a couple of sections. So still a very strong workout. And I'm sure they're all helping immensely. Just not right now. Okay, so it's Thursday morning and I miss doing the hill, so we're gonna head up the hill and talk about food. You know, I said my arch nemesis was sit-ups, which I'm still not doing the 30 days plan of sit-ups, so it's still one of my arch nemesis. You shouldn't have two arch nemesis at my age, but food is certainly, it's just not like, you know, I've given up smoking. Used to be a smoker, gave it up. I don't know how many years it's been now, 12 years, something, a long time. And that was easy compared to food. Exercise is easy compared to food. I go out and smash out an hour's exercise. I know where the end is. I know what the parameters are. I know what I've got to do. And you just bang it out. With the whole food side of things, it's an ever-moving target, and you really can't. You have to learn control. You have to learn how to be in control, and that's a much, much harder thing to do than just giving something up. In literal terms, it would be easier for me to stop eating altogether. You know, obviously that's not possible because at some point you die, but that's in my mind, that's the easier option, because then you don't have to control everything that you're putting into you. You're literally just stop the problem. So, you know, for those who haven't been in this position, I guess the crazy part is, right, for me now, like, I eat a fairly regular diet. My weight sort of stays the same at the moment and everything's fine. So if I was the right weight now, I would be laughing. If I was the right weight, I would be fine because I've got a good balance at the moment. But in order to keep losing weight and ensure that I get to my target, you have to have control over those things. You have to be in control. And as easy as that is to say, it's very hard to do consistently. And it's the thing that I find the hardest by a long way. Like I said, exercise, no problem. Give me 6 hours a day and I'll bang it out. Give something up, no problem. Stop smoking, stopped drinking a long time ago. But, even like people say, oh, well, just give up sugar. Well, even that's hard because it's in so much stuff. These things are just not simple. I guess it's the point. And so you have to be, you're basically trying to reprogram your brain over a period of time to think about food differently. Part of the problem, I guess, is that I really enjoy food. Like, I love going out and having a nice meal, and I love the flavours and the whole lot. It's hard to think of food as just fuel. Like, in my car, I put premium fuel in my car because I want my car to run well. And that's great. And people say, "Oh, just think about your body the same." Well, yes, but my car doesn't care what the fuel tastes like. My car doesn't have, it's not the same. It's a nice analogy, but it is not useful because it's not true. That's not how it works. So I know there are people out there who will just literally calculate their macros or their calories and eat that, and that's great. I'm happy for them, but I don't actually think I want that relationship with food. How I don't know. Yeah, I don't think that's what I want. And I have to do that for a period of time to get where I want to go. And that's the tricky part. But I certainly don't want to be like that forever because, well, I don't know that that's a nice way to live. I want to be able to enjoy food. But it is about balance. So we will continue to work down this path. And I'm sure that we will get there eventually and find that balance. But it is a complicated process and a complicated relationship. The other side of it too is that you spend all this time focused on your weight and your weight alone. I know how fit and strong I am now, but when I look in the mirror, I don't see that looking back at me. So my body feels so different from what it did 6 months ago, but it doesn't reflect back at me. And that's difficult because, I can just randomly walk out of the house and go and run 5 or 10 Ks or ride 100 kilometers and yet my physical, the way I look, if someone saw me on the street, they wouldn't assume that. So it'll be nice when everything matches. But so I know it's not just about my weight. I know there are a lot of other things to calibrate into that. How do I feel? Where am I? How am I tracking, kind of thing. But at the end of the day, when you stand on the scales, you want to see them going in the right direction. And it's a hard mental game to know that, like in the last couple of weeks, I've put on a kilo because my body composition is changing. It's hard to know exactly, but I know my muscle mass is increasing and no doubt my fat is decreasing, but it doesn't show on the scales like that. So it's just complicated and hard. That's the bottom line. It's not a simple thing, but I think that it's kind of like a self-fulfilling prophecy at some point too. start to become almost afraid of food when it really should bring you joy. It's kind of strange. And don't get me wrong, I mean, I've made great strides forward in that side of things. So don't, it's not a pity party. I don't really have any chocolate anymore. I don't have potato chips. There's lots of stuff that I'm doing much better now than I was, 12 months ago. And that's why it's a journey, not some magical thing that you can do. It just takes time and effort, and you have to keep plugging along. So that's what I was saying. I wish it was just as easy as giving something up, because that would certainly be much simpler than what you have to go through in order to change everything about the way you eat. Finished the week off with a nearly 3-hour bike ride. Managed to have 50 grams of carbs per hour and my hydration, and feel quite good after the ride. So I was really happy with how we finished the week off. Now we're back with all the data. So not a lot has changed in this scenario, except my run time has come down a little bit, that you'll see here because of the faster time I did on the treadmill, and you'll notice here that my weight's kind of gone up a little bit, and then coming back down again. So part of that is the change in eating and the new program. Obviously I'm hitting the gym and fueling myself better. So one of the things I wish I'd done now right from the start was do all of my body measurements, like my arms, waist, chest, all of that sort of stuff, because I think it would have told a more complete story than just the weight side of things. So but I have now just been adjusting the fueling to try and make sure that we're not just adding on muscle to my body, which is all great, but also trying to strip away the fat, which is a more difficult balance to find than it might seem. So hopefully that will keep having a downward trajectory now, and we'll keep updating you on this, maybe once a month or something. In the meantime, thanks so much for watching this week. It's been a really steady week, increasing in intensity. Really want to try and squeeze in a few time trial type things over the next week, just to see if I can get some of those. I feel like all the heart rate work is really great, but I want to get some results in terms of bringing some of those times down. So I'm going to try and work on that over the next couple of weeks. Next week will be a big build up again before we head off to Japan. So look forward to your company. Please like and subscribe, and I hope you really enjoy the video, and we'll see you next time.